Everyone says buying a house is the goal, especially as a man. And I'm at the stage where I want to move out, but after running the numbers again and again, I don't think buying makes sense for me right now. Not because I can't, but because it doesn't align with the direction I'm building my life in. I'm not anti-home ownership, I just think timing matters. And then in this stage of my life, flexibility, leverage, and even calculated risks matter more to me than stability. I've always looked at moving up, but currently we're in the midst of a housing crisis. House prices are going up, wages aren't. There's a big gap and there's a big divide between the average price of a house and the annual income. We hear stories of the older generation telling us that they were able to support a family on one income, pay off a house, have a car, have kids from one income. It doesn't work like that anymore. It's a lot harder and they refuse to accept that. The UK now works off of a dual income basis. The average income in the UK is anywhere between 30 to 37,000. So with two people on the lower end, you're looking at around 60,000. There are a lot of people that earn way less than that. 62% of first-time buyers are on the ladder with two incomes. It's very swayed towards having a dual income and two incomes coming into the home. And even then, the average cost of a household is 8 times that of the income. If you're on your own, like I am, it's practically impossible. It's not impossible, but it's hard. And for the goals that I would like in my life, I don't know if that is wise for me. I do not want to be house poor. Mortgage, council tax, energy and maintenance take up a large percentage of take-home pay, leaving a lot of people without breathing room. For someone like myself who would like to invest, I need breathing room. I need the ability to put money away into an investment account, a savings account, or just do more with my money. Now I know that owning a home can be considered an investment, but that isn't always the case. If you're house poor, you have to pay off that house. And sure, you're building equity within the house, but just because you own, let's say a house worth 480k doesn't mean you're worth 480k. You have to build up to that spot. And even then, when lifestyle creep happens, a lot of people increase the size of their house, their literage of their car, they do more things, and suddenly that percentage of that take-home pay stays the same. They may earn more, but they're spending more. Their assets cost more. Their liabilities cost more. I'm aware of it, but just because you're aware of something doesn't mean that you automatically avoid it. It's not all bad news. In the UK, we have something called shared ownership. For the percentage of a house, you can own it as well as pay rent on the rest. For example, you can own 10% of a house and pay rent on the rest. This means that you have a lower deposit and you have lower payments. Sure, it sounds great, and they do have a growing scheme where you can ladder your way up. You can buy more shares, pay lower rent, and own more of the home, and it does reduce the overall upfront cost. But I'm not sure if it's for me. It's more flexible, but I'm not sure it matches my goals. Flexibility. I'm early on in my career. Project manager, young. There's a lot of different industries I would like to work in. Currently, I'm looking at maybe breaking into tech. And what that means for me is I'm going to have to go to different companies to gain experience. Different companies means different cities. And if I own a home, I'm pretty much tied down to one location. And sure, I can travel, but then my average travel cost goes up. All of a sudden, I'm earning more, but I'm spending more again. And this is always the case, sure, but I'm trying my best to live below my means. I also need quick relocation. if I'm working at a job and I get a job at their home office and their home office isn't in my current city, I'm going to need to move. Sure, money isn't everything, but it's a big part of my goals and my drivers for success. If I own a house, I can't take that house with me. I'll either have to sell it or keep paying off the mortgage while renting, leaving me no breathing room. Again, if you have a partner, it's a lot easier, but I am not in the stage of my life or my relationship where either of us are ready to move out together. It's a big thing, and I think a lot of people overestimate that. Investing versus living. I would like to invest aggressively, very aggressively. I want to take risks, and I don't want to feel obligated that I can't take those risks because I have to pay off a house payment. Sure, looking at the numbers, renting and paying off a mortgage are pretty much the same. They are, but within that renting cost, there's a lot of costs that aren't added into the mortgage payment. If, for example, we take a rent of $1,500 and a mortgage of $1,500, that $1,500 for mortgage goes way up because there's council tax on top of that, energy, maintenance, and even though there's council tax on top of the renting, a lot of the repairs and stuff fall down to your landlord. There's a lot of hidden costs that are included in that $1,500, and it's a lot easier to get out of and move about. It also allows you to build credit like it does with the mortgage, but in a different way. There are many routes. There's not just one simple way to go about it, and it all depends on you. There's a balance. If you know where you want to settle down, it's in a stable location, the numbers are comfortable, then go ahead. I'm not saying I will never own a home, I'm just saying for me right now, I'm not sure if owning a home matches my goals and is right for me. It could slow me down. And although there is a big statistic that renters never actually are able to afford a home, I think again that is due to unforeseen circumstances and maybe their own goals where they're not building towards that. But that's just my personal opinion. This is my reality. This is what I would like to do. And I'm not saying that you have to do that or that is the correct way, but it's something I'm considering more and more as time goes on. I may change my mind. I may go for shared ownership. I am not sure. But this is where I am at in my journey. So let me know in the comments below if you are renting, shared ownership, or you are looking to get your first home. I'm interested. With that being said, keep on keeping on, and I'll see you guys in the next one.